Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, guess who gets watch listed for speaking the truth? You, me, children, adults, teenagers. Hey, your cat and your dog will be next. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading, exposing one criminal at a time. I moved from Manalapan, New Jersey, in a home I lived in for 30 years as original owner. I had one of the prettiest houses on the block, and I actually had the largest home on the block. I guess the local people didn't like that a single divorced woman could live in such a beautiful home, so they targeted me, at least in 2012. My home incurred over $300,000 in vandalism damages, not including the theft of personal property, all compliments with your tax dollars and the Manalapan Police Department and their operatives that they moved in next door to me, across the street, diagonally across the street. And yes, I have proof. As a 30-year resident in the same home, I knew all of the people that lived around there. I knew their comings and goings. They probably knew mine too. I have an exorbitant amount of evidence. But guess what happens? You get gaslit because they've got a big, dark secret. You are being trafficked. You are being sold. You are being experimented on. You are being gaslit, lied to, deceived, all to line the greedy pockets of psychopaths. So I just posted a video, folks. Please share it widely. It's on, and I don't know this man. I don't know him. But I've written enough letters to psych wards to get people out. He's in another country. I don't know if I could help him over there. His name is Daniel Azulay, Azulay. He appears to be very coherent, highly intelligent, well-spoken, calm. Doesn't seem like any kind of threat to himself or to me or you or anybody else. So guess what they do to whistleblowers? Guess what they do when you're a truth seeker? It's called political abusive psychiatry. It's commonly referred to as punitive psychiatry. It is the misuse of psychiatry, including a diagnosis, which is usually falsified, detention and treatment for the purposes of obstructing the human rights of individuals and or groups in society, according to Wikipedia. In the description section, you have his contact information there. If you know anybody in Holland, please share. If you know any civil rights lawyers in Holland, any psychiatrists or psychologists in Holland, please feel free to contact them and send this man's testimony. I have to tell you, it makes me extremely angry to see what's going on in this country. When people speak the truth, they get targeted in different ways. And what they do is with single people that live alone, this is the tactic they use because they don't really have anybody to validate this man's experience. Right? They do it to me. I got a whole neighborhood warring against me. Whole neighborhood of narcissists and psychopaths and drug addicts. Oh, but they get to profit off of me. The criminals get to profit off of the good people here. All compliments of your tax dollars. That's right, folks. I'm going to read you something else that I found on the internet here. Springer Link. This is a journal of business ethics, right? A journal of business ethics. Mental health as a weapon. Whistleblower retaliation and normative violence. It's published April 17, 2018. This is an original paper, the Journal of Business Ethics. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'll just read the abstract, and I'll post the link in the description section. What form does power take in situations of retaliation against whistleblowers? In this article, we move away from dominant perspectives that see power as a resource. In place, we propose a theory of normative power and violence in whistleblower retaliation, drawing on an in-depth empirical study. This enables a deeper understanding of power as it circulates in complex processes of whistleblowing. We offer the following contributions. First, supported by empirical findings, we propose a novel theoretical framing of whistleblower retaliation and the role of mental health, which draws upon post-structuralist psychoanalytic thinking. Specifically, we highlight how intra and inter-psychic affective and ambivalent attachments to organizations influence the use of normative violence in cases of a whistleblower retaliation. The second contribution is empirical and builds upon the existing literature on whistleblower retaliation by highlighting how organizations position whistleblower subjects as mentally unstable and unreliable individuals to undermine their claims. We conclude by highlighting the implications of normative power for the outcomes of whistleblower struggles. This is a peer-reviewed journal. Okay, this is downloadable in a PDF form, which I'm going to download right now. Let's see, I'm a little stuck here. I've got no space left on my laptop here, but I will post the link in the description section. And let's see what else we're going to find here. I don't want to lose this, so let me just click on here. Has this happened to you folks? I can tell you that it happened to me in Manalapan, New Jersey when I filed a police report. And you can search on my page for Tina Booth broke into my house. Tina Booth, no license. In fact, at the time this happened, in December 10, 2018, I was more credentialed than she was. That's right, folks. I've got 2 psychology degrees. She did not. She didn't have 2 psychology degrees. She was not even licensed. She wasn't even certified. She was just trained in assessments. Yeah, so it baffles the mind that somebody can meet with you for 10 minutes, not even know anything about your history, and give you a full-blown diagnosis. And when you inquire about what the criteria was utilized to make that diagnosis, there's no response, no answer. That's right, folks. This is compliments of your tax dollars. But I guarantee if I had somebody living with me, somebody were there, this would not have happened. That's why the little piggies, the little wiggly pigglies, they love to target single women. They're so envious and jealous. These are misogynists, right? These are a lot of, I can't even say it on YouTube, but these are women haters. Okay, they're women haters. That's all I'm going to say. The subject. Use your imagination. So anyway, I'm going to go back to my search engine here. There was another wonderful article here. More active troops are using private mental health care. Psychiatric effects of solitary confinement. Oh, so they know exactly what they're doing when they throw you in the loony bin. If you weren't crazy when you went in there, they want to make you crazy. That's the goal. Because then they can take everything that you own. That's right. That's what malignant narcissists and psychopaths do. They steal everything. They're insane. We've got lunatics that are running the asylum. That's right, folks. The lunatics are running the asylum. Now, all of these people, I don't know about you guys, but when I went to graduate school and undergraduate school, I had to take a myriad of ethics courses. I had to take 2 in my undergraduate. I had to take 1 when I got my human resources certifications. I had to take another ethics course for my master's degree. I had ethics coming out of my ears. What are these people making these false diagnoses thinking? They are violating their own ethics. Every one of these shrinks, and I'll call it that. I'm going to call it that because I have to tell you, I don't have a nice view of the psychiatric profession. Okay, I don't. They should all be arrested. But hey, back in Stasi, Germany, they did the exact same thing. And actually, historically, they've been doing this to women since the Renaissance era, even before that. When women started coming forward with memories that were repressed about the physical abuse by parental figures and family figures during the therapeutic session, which was mostly psychiatrists and psychologists that were male, what they would do is tell the family, and then they'd lock up the woman. Right, she could be a teenager. She's being sexually violated by family members, and these shrinks are protecting the family members by locking up the girls forever, medicating them. That's right. I had a friend like this. I had a friend I met years and years ago. I knew there was something terribly wrong when I found out that her family placed her on lithium. Couldn't understand it, didn't make sense to me. Until I visited her home. She invited me to her home, gorgeous home on Long Island, and I met her father. I'm very intuitive. As soon as I met him, I got the creepy jeebies. I saw the mother, complicit, and I knew that that despicable man had raped my friends as a child, repeatedly. I knew it. She was so sweet, such a sweet woman, such a sweet girl. She was medicated with lithium to destroy her so that she would not remember the abuse. This is what's happening today, folks. Nothing has changed. You remember those old advertisements, "We've come a long way, baby"? No, we have not come a long way. We are regressing back in history. People need to wake up to what's going on here, the abuses. It is absolutely disgusting. And no, I ain't ever going to shut up. No, I'm not. It's happened to me. It's happened to too many people I know that are no longer around. This is despicable, folks. If anybody knows anybody in Holland, please reach out to this man. His email address, his phone number, and the address of the facility is there. Show support by sending a letter. Because the one thing I know is these places, they do like to isolate the victim. And if you keep calling and harassing them, sending letters, don't be, nasty. But hey, they're not going to get paid. That's what I did when I wrote a letter on behalf of somebody. I said, you better let the guy out because you are not getting paid. You can keep in there indefinitely. You will not be paid. You will eat all of those expenses. So, and as I'm recording this, the little losers are driving back and forth on the county road, back and forth and back and forth. It's 3:25 p.m. And we're going to discuss another topic that's very serious. It's going to be another topic that I'm going to have to do more research and then get permission from somebody I am communicating with on this topic and someone I have communicated with in the past on this topic of sort of like what happened with Miss Britney Spears. It's called conservatorship, where some loser thinks that they can control your life by stealing everything you own, by declaring you mentally ill. Those are the people that are mentally ill. They think that they have a right to your legacy. They think they have a right to what you have earned. They're nothing but thieves. As I said earlier, the lunatics are running the asylum. And people now get watch listed for speaking the truth. So this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. Please leave your comments down below. And please share Daniel's video. I mean, you have my permission to share it. I cut a portion of it. I clipped it from another, the Targeted Individuals United. And then Targeted Patton had his. Unfortunately, folks, I'm not that technically adept where I don't know how to share a screen. Okay, I don't know how to do that yet. So, and my laptop is very low on memory, so I've got to be really careful about what I download. Like, even if you're sending me attachments and stuff, I'm not going to open any attachments. If you send me a link, that's one thing, but if you're sending me attachments now, I'm not going to open them. But anyway, thank you all for listening. Welcome newcomers. Please share this very important topic. If you know someone this has happened to, if you have an elder family member that this has happened to, elder abuse is another topic for another day. It's all about greed. It's all about labeling somebody something that they are not, so that some loser, some jealous, envious thief, psychopath can steal what you have. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading signing off for now.